Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. My name is Matt, and if you notice, there's no commercials in this episode because I turned off all ads to remind you what a podcast is like without commercials. So you can go over to our Substack, DCN Daily Crypto, and subscribe for $5 a month so you can have an ad-free version of this. We have ad-free versions of the show. We have other content. We do a weekly roundup that's going to be there exclusively for you first before it goes to everybody else. We have politics conversations. We're working on a couple other shows. If you noticed our Twitter at DCN Daily Crypto, you'll notice that we're putting out more content there as well. So we're trying to wrap this up for you, for the bull. And if you think that the bull is here, then you have not been in crypto long enough, because when things ape, things are gonna ape. Let's get into the news. This first piece of news is disturbing for me. You know the app Robinhood, where you can buy, sell, and trade stocks and fractional shares and also cryptocurrency. Well, the CEO, Vlad Tenev, he revealed that they have met with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, 16 times in efforts to register as a special purpose broker supporting crypto assets prior to receiving their Wells notice from the regulator. And a Wells notice is a notice to let them know that they're being investigated and that there's going to be legal action being taken. The CEO said that they came in good faith to meet with the SEC and added that I think we met with them about 16 times. And unfortunately, that was not reciprocated. They told us they didn't want to keep meeting about it and they didn't see a path toward it. Robinhood Markets Chief Legal, Compliance, and Corporate Affairs Officer, Dan Gallagher, who was in a congressional testimony last year, noted that the firm had over a dozen meetings and calls with the regulator to discuss the crypto business and listing processes over a course of a year and a half. Last week, Robinhood revealed that the digital assets arm of Robinhood Crypto had received the Wells notice, as I mentioned. And this goes back to the last bull. If you guys remember, Matic, I was hodling Matic in Robinhood. Stupid me. But I bought Matic on Robinhood. And the SEC came out and said, well, we think that these cryptos, and Matic was one of them, I think they put out 7 maybe or 9. These cryptos, Matic being one of them, was a security. And Robinhood, to play kind of like safe, they delisted Matic and said, hey, if you are holding Matic, sell it, or you could transfer it out, which was a pain in the ass, by the way. It almost was impossible to transfer out. So they basically screwed everybody that was hodling that crypto. But they're trying to play safe. I thought it was a bitch move. I thought they were weak. Everybody else kind of like pushed back. Coinbase pushed back, but they're like, oh, we're going to comply. Fine. Okay. But now it looks like they're in a position where the SEC is trying to take on all of their crypto business, which is a substantial portion of their business model and made them a lot of money during the last bull. And so now the SEC is going after them. So first I want to poo-poo on Robinhood for not standing up for themselves back in the day when Coinbase was under attack and Ripple was under attack and all these other exchanges were under attack in the United States, even though they were doing the things that were right and meeting with the SEC to try to get their products out to the retail investors. They capitulated, kind of serves them right. But here's the second thing. This is something that we've seen over and over and over again with the SEC and Gary Gensler, that these companies are reaching out to them, having meetings with them, trying to figure out a way forward, and without transparency from the SEC's part, they go and start regulating by enforcement. 16 times meeting with them. Coinbase was the same way. They said multiple, even probably dozens of times they met with the SEC, and then they're still in lawsuits. It means that the SEC does not care. They don't want to listen. They don't want to do their job. They don't want to bend. They don't want to look at what's happening around the markets and say, hey, there are some changes going on. We might want to figure out the best path forward for companies, for investors, for businesses, and new technology, for innovation. They don't care. And the third thing is, you can see that there's total special interest involved. You see that there is lobbyists. You can see that it's political. And honestly, the whole thing absolutely stinks. So, one, poo-poo on Robinhood for not standing up for themselves almost a year and a half ago. Number two, good job on Robinhood for putting this out here and saying, hey, this is what's happening within the SEC. This is what's happening behind the curtain. We're trying to meet. We're trying to do the responsible thing, but they're not listening. And three, poo-poo on the SEC and Gary Gensler again. So that last piece of news amped me up, made me mad, and then I turn the page and then I see this one. When we think that, A, it's all the SEC's fault, they're overreacting, you turn the page and you say Binance fired a member of staff who uncovered evidence of market manipulation at crypto investment firm DWF Labs. And this is reported by the Wall Street Journal. See, a former staff member and his colleagues on Binance's market surveillance team have been hired to wrinkle out signs of market manipulation and other nefarious activities as part of the exchange's efforts to clean up its act in the face of scrutiny from financial regulators. This compliance team, this market surveillance team, found that its VIP clients, and VIP clients means that they're trading more than $100 million a month, were engaging in pump and dump schemes and wash trading that were prohibited by Binance's terms and conditions. Again, according to the Wall Street Journal. DWF Labs was making more than $4 billion in monthly trades, and the Wall Street Journal alleges that DWF had manipulated prices in several tokens on the back of $300 million of wash trades in 2023, but Binance deemed it was insufficient evidence of market abuse. A week after the report was submitted, the head of the team was fired. And so, between the overreaction of the SEC and their enforcement by legal means, and then seeing this report by the Wall Street Journal about insider trading and wash trading and pump and dump schemes in Binance where they knew about, and then they're firing people for discovering it, in a quandary, a rock in a hard place, a pickle, if you will. AI is basically everywhere now, and if you have a business, if you do any kind of work in general, doesn't matter what you do, you're trying to figure out how to incorporate AI into it. And it's revealed that AI is playing more of a central role in modern music. Metro Boomin, who is the producer, DJ, he makes drums for Kendrick. If you guys know, there's a beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, by the way. I don't know if you are living under a rock, but there's a beef. Anyway, Metro Boomin, he posted an anti-Drake beat on Twitter and encouraged his followers to rap over it for a prize. The track is called BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy is an AI-generated beat. Again, looks like Metro went out and made some drums. Before this, AI was already in this beef, though. See, Drake made a diss track on Kendrick that had AI-generated vocals of Snoop Dogg and Tupac. Tupac's estate was not happy about this. He was taking shots at Lamar. They weren't stoked. 2 days later, Drake removed it because he was being threatened to get sued by the Tupac estate. A week later, Kendrick released Euphoria, which had some bars in it saying like, yo, why are you relying on artificial intelligence to fight your battles? One of the lyrics was, am I battling ghosts or AI? And this is a reference to Drake having a lot of ghostwriters, or allegedly having a lot of ghostwriters to make his music, or reliance on high-tech assistants. Now, this wasn't even the first time Drake was attached to AI. Even a year ago, there was an AI-powered song that imitated both the vocals of Drake and The Weeknd, and it almost won a Grammy, but it was taken down because of legal threats from Universal Music Group, even though it was an absolute banger. By the way, I have it here.
These girls on my track like Selena, baby, I'm not cheating, baby, yeah. She taking my Lambo for a drive, it's on the fancy door, and she way out the store.
An absolute banger. See, here's the thing I really thought that's interesting about this, is that at first everybody's like, oh, we're going to copy people's IP, right? And make these copyright infringed songs and go out there and be viral, and it's going to make these artists obsolete. But what we're seeing happen is that these artists are using their own likeness, making AI versions of themselves, and doing quick turnaround time of songs. And so in an economy that's now based off of clicks and attention, the attention economy, you're able to, as an artist, create music just like that, and cheaply too. I mean, remember, there's the cost of production, there's the writers, there's all these people in between the creation or the start of this song, the first thought of this song, and the release of a song, right? And so now if you're able to just get some people to put down some bars, get Drake's AI voice and some AI beats, you could just toss out music willy-nilly. Now, of course, what does that do to the art? What does it do to music? I don't know. I mean, if you want the newest song constantly, I mean, they're going to start turning out songs every 24, 48 hours at this point. But then again, if it's the artist doing it, they're able to quickly respond. Also, this is a good way to cheaply test the market. What is trending? Can I create new trends? Can I make something and experiment with different sounds or ideas or tones or, themes without me investing so much money into it and dropping an album that nobody likes? Now I can just throw out a single, made it in a couple hours, see how it reacts on Spotify, see what people say about it, see if it goes viral, and then I can start, doubling down on that theme or that style. Anyway, something I didn't think about, but looks like we are changing the way that artists even use their own likeness and their own voices in AI and creating music. And finally, Donald Trump came out in support of crypto during a special event for Trump NFT hodlers at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida late Wednesday. It was yesterday. Replying to a question, he said crypto is moving out of the United States because of hostility towards crypto. We'll stop it because I don't want that. If we're going to embrace it, we have to let them be here. Eloquent speeches. Trump said that he'll welcome campaign donations in Bitcoin and other tokens. Basically, this is old news. I personally took campaign donations in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies back in 2021. Not many people donated in crypto because, well, whatever. Anyway, he continued to say that President Joe Biden is ignorant about crypto. Biden doesn't know. He also said that Gary Gensler is very much against it and Democrats are also very much against it. But I'm good with it. Again, eloquent. Apparently, crypto is turning into an election issue where a lot of people that are polled say they're not voting for Biden because of the stance and the administration's stance on crypto. And there also seems to be a split in the Democratic Party with people who are anti-crypto and people who are for crypto. 21 Democrats voted against their own party, Democratic Party, realizing the trend that it's a losing issue to be anti-crypto. Now, whenever a president comes over there and starts talking about crypto, bags are going to get pumped. Trust me. That means the Dolan Trump meme coin and the Joe Biden meme coin all saw gains, but one was way higher than the other. The Dolan Trump meme coin went up 185% in 24 hours. It's traded at 75 cents. It's up from, 26 cents 24 hours ago? The Joe Biden meme coin is up around 24%. It's trading at 37.2 cents. It had a spike, went down, but this is why I like the crypto space too, because that's just ridiculous. There are people who anticipate this trade though. There's one guy I saw that dumped his Joe Biden and then bought a lot of Dolan Trump. He's probably very happy about this. Speaking of crypto prices, let's get into it.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 10:11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Fear of Greed is at 52. We're neutral, and Bitcoin's sitting at $61,250, down 1.7% in 24. Ethereum's at $2,977, down 1.5. Dollars number 3, Binance is at $594, up 1.65%, and Solana is down 3% at $143. Rounding off the top 10, we have USDC, XRP, Dogecoin, Toncoin, and Cardano. Total market cap is at 2.26 trillion, down 1.6. A Bitcoin dominance of 53.2 and an ETH dominance of 15.8. And that was our show today. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'm going to be recording our weekend review a little bit later, and I'll be out tomorrow on our Substack. So please go over there and subscribe. Until tomorrow, happy hodling, everyone.